What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? We are back with some more news, more positive this time, I would say. Positive based on how you perceived the latest Iron Banner game mode, Tribute. So Tribute was a game mode that was pretty similar to the game mode from Black Ops 3 called Fracture. And if you don't know what this is, basically it's like a version of Kill Confirmed in a way, but instead of just picking up the tags and it counting towards the score, you have to deposit them at specific stations around the map. And every once in a while in this Tribute mode, Cabal turrets would spawn around one of the Tribute stations. I believe it would give you double score per moat, I would say, you deposit, but I could be wrong about that. I don't recall it ever counting towards more, but I played quite a few games of it. In my personal opinion, I really did enjoy the cruciblestriketeam, trying something new, trying a game mode that isn't necessarily in the game. It was supposed to be like a spin off of Supremacy, like they say, but there were a couple of different main glaring issues with it, that including things like a big red diamond, pretty much like a waypoint above somebody's head who was carrying a high amount of the moats, pretty much painting a big target on your back if you were performing well. Kind of discouraged carrying a lot of moats. That and some of the spawns were a little iffy, and most of the time I found myself either being on a team where we were completely clearing the other team, the match timer hitting 0 before the score was reached for either side, or just being stomped on the entire time. Well, good news for those who did not like the Tribute game mode. The Destiny 2 team on Twitter has come out with a little bit of an update, and an update that immediately took effect. So as we can see here, they say from the Destiny 2 team on Twitter, they say, based on early player responses, we are replacing Iron Banner Tribute with Iron Banner Control for the rest of the week. This change will take effect today at 5 p.m. Pacific. They continue on to say, we created Tribute as a spin-off of Supremacy with a twist on Crest Collection. Feedback so far is clear that the new mechanic could use more time for tuning. With just a couple of days of data, we're seeing far more matches end in mercies and shutouts than expected. We will be addressing issues related to scoring and pacing for the next time Tribute comes to Iron Banner. This includes adjusting the score threshold for winning, the crest thresholds for triggering the hunt phase, dunk times, and overall clarity of objectives. Iron Banner is intended to be a celebration of PvP, and we want to make sure everyone is having a positive experience when playing it. Look for an improved Iron Banner Tribute experience when we bring it back in the future. Yeah, so pretty much across the board, it seemed most people did not really enjoy the mode, which is understandable. I can totally see why you don't or why you wouldn't. It can be a little tedious, and a lot of people weren't playing the objective. Most of the games I was seeing was pretty much like a TDM. Nobody really capturing moats, nobody really dunking them, because there were a couple of negatives to dunking the moats, or the crests as they say. The animation for when you dunk the crest felt like forever, and many times I was finding myself getting killed in the middle of the animation, dropping all of my crests, or scoring an easy kill off of somebody who was rendered helpless while submitting the crests. A potential fix in the future is perhaps a zone that you can run through or stand in for a specific amount of time, which the dunking animation was probably about a second or 2 seconds, if at that. But those 2 seconds are crucial when it comes to the time to kill in Destiny. The time to kill can be pretty high, especially including special ammo or heavies or melees, the 1-2 punches that Titans can do. There's too many methods of getting a sub 1 second kill. The dunk animation was outlasting that time to kill, which made for some clutch moments. I can see how that could be clutch for some people, or is like considered like clutching the game, but in my opinion it felt more like a hindrance to the overall gameplay experience. So nice try, but didn't really work out this time. But I'm excited for them to bring it back in the future with some tuning. I think with some tuning it can be a really solid game mode, but for now it's gonna have to spend a little more time in the oven. Perhaps in the future it can be included in some sort of community test environment like the Crucible Labs as a non-Iron Banner mode, but I don't believe anything in the Crucible Labs includes Cabal turrets unless it is an Iron Banner experience, but that's just how things go, I guess. But anyways, I'm thankful that Control is back. I have no problem with Control. I think it's probably one of the more enjoyable modes that Iron Banner has, despite it being pretty much the same control that we usually have, except it has a hunt phase, and the gameplay you're seeing in the background is some Iron Banner control from this current Iron Banner rotation. What are you guys' thoughts on the Tribute mode? Did you guys enjoy it? Did you not like it? Let me know down below. Anyways, leave a like if you'd like, subscribe, helps out a lot more than you know, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Take care, deuces.